Well, welcome to Messy Church today. And today I've got a surprise friend with me who's joined us for our Messy Church. So I'd like to introduce you to my friend, Bob. Hey,
Hello.
Bob.
Hello, Melanie.
Well, welcome to Messy Church today. Are you excited to be here?
Am I excited? Today is an exciting day.
I know, it is an exciting day, isn't it?
It's very exciting.
Well,
only comes around once a year.
Well, that's right, yeah. Well, you're really clued up, aren't you, Bob?
Oh, yeah, because today I'm 5.
Oh, it's your birthday.
It's my birthday.
That's why it's a special day for you today. Oh, birthdays are very special. And 5.
I love them. Love them birthdays. I love them.
Well, today is kind of a birthday as well. Not just your birthday, but it's the birthday of the church.
It's not looking much like a church to me.
Well,
where's the stained glass window?
Well, you know, the church isn't the buildings. The church is God's people. God's people following Jesus, teaching people about Jesus, doing good things around the world. That's the church.
Oh, so it's not the stained glass windows.
No, that's a church building, and they're very pretty.
They're very boring.
Well, yeah, church can be boring sometimes.
Can be boring.
But actually, you find that when you know Jesus and when you've got his Holy Spirit, that church is a lot more interesting because you're getting to know God better. And the Holy Spirit, what?
What's his Holy Spirit?
Well, the Holy Spirit is God who comes to live with us.
Sorry?
Well, you know God.
I know God. God's that big guy in the sky.
Well, kind of. Well,
God made everything.
He did, yeah, he did. He made everything.
Even the skunk.
Even the skunk.
Even the skunk.
Yeah, that's right. He made the skunk too. Yeah. Well, God, you see.
And the malwadin.
Yeah.
That's Welsh. I learned that at state school.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, malwadin. Yeah.
Malwadin.
It's a snail, isn't it?
It's a snail. Yep, that's right. A snail.
Yep. Well, God made the snail as well.
God made a snail.
God made the snail. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see, there's God is Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Pardon me?
Yeah, well...
Run that by me again.
Well?
God is Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Yeah. Yeah, so you've got God the Father, you've got Jesus, God's Son, and you've got the Holy Spirit. And they're all God.
Now, I've heard of God, and I've heard of Jesus. Jesus rocks.
Oh, yeah, you've got Jesus rocks
Jesus
on your t-shirt. That's right.
But I've not heard of the Holy Spirit. So what's that about?
Holy Spirit.
Sorry, because spirit. That's not a thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's not nice.
No, that's not nice.
Not nice at all.
No, we don't want to do that.
No.
Yeah, but God's Holy Spirit. Well, God's Holy Spirit came to his disciples, to Jesus's disciples, on the day of Pentecost. You see,
on the day of Pentecost.
That's right. You see, Jesus
is that like no cost, a sort of supermarket shop for cheap food?
No, it's not. It's nothing to do with supermarkets. No.
Okay.
Pentecost was a special festival for God's people. It was a time, it was like a harvest festival, thanking God for all the good things that he gives.
It's always good to thank him for all the good things he gives to us.
It really is good to thank God.
It certainly is.
Well, you see, Pentecost was that day, and Jesus's disciples were all together to celebrate Pentecost. But they go back, Bob. But you see, they were feeling very sad because Jesus had to go back to heaven.
Ah, that would be sad.
Yeah.
Because when my gran comes to see me and then she goes home, that's sad.
Yeah, well, that's right. Well, Jesus was going home to heaven. But he said, look, I'm not going to leave you on your own. I'm going to send another one just like me to come down and be your friend as well.
So the Holy Spirit is just like Jesus?
Yes, kind of.
Oh, this is getting good. Right. Okay, then. So we got Jesus and the Holy Spirit. They're both like each other, but they're kind of like each other.
Well, you see, Jesus was usually just there in one place at one time, wasn't he?
He was. He walked around with his friends fishing and stuff. And
that's right.
Making bread.
That's right. But God's Holy Spirit...
I turned water into wine. My mum likes that story. She says to my dad all the time, why can't you be more like Jesus? And that's what she means.
Well, I'm sure she does. However, back to the Holy Spirit. So the Holy Spirit is God with us wherever we are. So he can be with us in Wales. He can be with the people in China. He can be with the people in America, people in India, all of the time.
You mean he's here, right now?
Well, I tell you, he's here in my heart.
He's there in your heart.
He is.
Hello, Holy Spirit. How are you?
Well, shall I tell you the story about when the Holy Spirit first came to the church? On that special birthday?
That would be cool.
Okay. Well, the disciples, they were all gathered together in one room.
Uh-huh.
And they were waiting to see what God was going to do. And then all of a sudden, there was a noise like a mighty wind. Sorry,
Did it
Bob?
sound like this? Or was it more like this? Because that's what my dad's like.
Yes, I'm sure he is, but it wasn't that sort of wind, Bob.
What that
No.
sort of?
It was like the wind that blows the trees.
Like
That sort of wind. Yeah, more like that.
And the trees flow and they sway.
Yeah.
I think it's really strong in Wales. It goes woo, like this is woo. Because it's very, very strong wind.
Yeah, well, this sounded like a strong wind. Okay.
It sounded like
No, Bob, like the wind that blows the trees.
Oh, it sounds like a.
That's it. Yeah. Let's stick with that. Okay.
Okay.
And then something even more amazing happened.
Okay.
The disciples looked at each other, and it was like they had fire on their head.
Their heads were on fire?
Well, no, they weren't on fire.
Like flames coming out of their heads.
Well, it
999, 999, ring the fire brigade. That's what did happen.
Yeah, that would be what would happen.
That should happen.
If you saw somebody with fire on their head, that is exactly what you should do.
You were right there.
But this was special fire. This was God's fire, and it didn't burn them at all. But what did happen?
So, whoa. So they had fire on their heads, but it didn't burn them.
That's right.
Because it was God's special fire.
Yes. Yeah, it was the fire of the Holy Spirit. And then they all...
whoa. You said the Holy Spirit was in your heart.
Yeah, he is.
So you got fire in your heart.
Well, kind of.
Are you hot stuff?
Bob, let's get back to the story, okay?
That's what my big brother talks about. Jenny at school. He says she's hot stuff.
Yeah, well, let's not worry about Jenny from school. Okay, let's think
Does
about...
that mean she got fire in her heart?
Maybe so. But let's think about the story, okay, Bob?
Okay.
Bob, right?
Okay.
So the Holy Spirit...
I've got to focus.
You've got to focus.
My teacher always says I've got to focus at school.
Yeah, I'm sure your teacher does. So...
All the time.
So... The Holy Spirit came to the disciples, and then they started speaking in different languages.
This is getting more and more bizarre at the moment. So we got their heads are on fire, the wind is whooshing around the room.
Yeah.
And now they're speaking in foreign languages.
Yeah. And do you know why God did that?
No idea at all.
Because there are loads of people there in Jerusalem for the festival.
Hold on, I got a cough.
Oh, you okay,
I have
Bob?
a rather deep cough.
Okay, Bob. Because there were lots of people there for the festival.
There was a festival.
The festival.
The band's there and everything, and fairground rights.
The festival of Pentecost,
which is not a supermarket.
No.
It's a festival.
Okay. Yes, a festival of Pentecost. Okay. So that people there from all over the world.
All over the world.
All over the world, and they all spoke different languages. But God made the disciples speak those different languages so that they could tell them about Jesus. And that's what they did. They went out and they told everybody about Jesus.
You are joking me.
No. And loads of people listened. Some people thought it was rubbish, but most people, they listened. And loads of people became Jesus's friends that day. And the Holy Spirit came to live with them too.
That would have been amazing.
Well, it was. It was like the birthday of the church.
Because I have to be honest, I'm rubbish at languages.
Yeah?
Yep. In my Welsh class, I could count to 5.
Okay.
Un.
Yeah.
Die.
Yeah.
Tree.
Yeah.
Tree and whoosh. Tree in the wind. Peddler.
Well.
And there's a pump. Fire bicycle pump.
No, Pim.
Where they pump up a bicycle wheel.
No. Anyway, well, I'm not sure that.
I'm rubbish at Welsh.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure that the Holy Spirit is going to help you with your Welsh, but do you know what he will do?
No, what will he do?
He will help you to get to know God better. He'll help you to understand the stories in the Bible. He'll help church not to be too boring. And
we all need help there. We really do need help there.
Thanks a lot. But he can also help you to be kind and patient.
That'd be good.
And have self-control.
Self-control. You say that like I don't have any. I've been very, very good. My mummy said I've been very good.
Oh, well, excellent, Bob. Well, I'm pleased to hear it. But the Holy Spirit can help you to be even better.
Even better.
Yeah. And do you know what's the best thing about having the Holy Spirit in your heart?
Apart from having a fire in my heart, speaking lots of languages, having lots of friends, there's more.
Well, you're never, ever truly on your own.
I don't like being on my own. It's a very lonely place.
Yeah, well, it can be, can't it? But when we've got
my friends, they were all off school recently.
Were they?
I was on my own.
Did they have the COVID?
That's what they thought they had.
Oh,
they had it really. They were just missing the test.
Well.
But I was in my play all on my own, all by myself.
Yeah. Well, that's really
That was
sad.
very sad. It was sad.
Yeah. No, it's not nice to be lonely, and sometimes we all get lonely. But when we've got God's Holy Spirit in our heart, then God's with us all of the time.
All of the time.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Oh.
I don't want someone with me when I'm in the toilet.
Well, that's okay, Bob, because he's not looking. He's in your heart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or in the bath, because I don't wash behind my ears.
You don't wash behind your
but
ears?
Don't tell Mummy that. She'll get very cross.
Well, maybe you should start washing behind. Let's have a look. Yeah, you definitely should start washing behind your ears, Bob.
Okay.
So, what do you reckon? Do you want to have God's Holy Spirit in your heart?
That would be awesome.
Well, do you know, all we have to do is be a friend of Jesus, because then Jesus sends the Holy Spirit to us.
That would be cool. Then you and me, we'd be friends.
Well, we're friends anyway.
We got a friend in need.
Bob, we're friends anyway, aren't we?
Okie dokie. Just the way you've been looking at me. You got a funny look.
Anyway, so all you have to do to be a friend of Jesus,
friends with Jesus,
is to say sorry for the things you've done wrong.
Sorry that I've done wrong.
Yeah, and
all of them.
Yeah,
that's a long list.
Yeah,
it's a very long list, if I'm honest.
Well, maybe you could group them into categories.
I could try.
And ask God to forgive you. Yeah, and ask Him to help you not to do them again. And then ask Jesus to be your friend forever.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah,
I like awesome. That. That sounds really cool.
It is awesome. And then God's Holy Spirit comes and lives in your heart.
Lives in my heart.
And then in a way, you're part of the story of Pentecost too.
That's cool.
But without the fire.
Without the fire. I don't want my head on fire.
And without the wind. Oh, Bob.
I like the wind.
Yeah, I guess. Well, Bob, it's been lovely to have you with us.
The pleasure's been all yours.
Yes, I'm sure it has.
I believe it has, yeah.
Well, thanks, Bob, and thanks everybody for listening today.
Yep. Bye, everybody.
Bye. You can have the Holy Spirit too, just in the same way Bob did.
You can have your head on fire.
Well, maybe not your head on fire. And don't go near candles.
No candles. Bye.
Bye. Bye, Bob.
Bye-bye.